Well, for more on China's smart cars and these new technological advances that we can see in our future, let's turn to Karl Brauer. He's an executive analyst at ISeeCars. And earlier today, I was looking at some of these images from this expo in Chongqing, and boy, did I see cars. It all looks so futuristic. What's the latest news? Talk to us about some of the things that are jumping out at you and catching your eye.
Yeah, well, I think what's really important here is how they've gone beyond just electric vehicles. So electric vehicles have been around for a long time. Plenty of people have heard of them. But this conference and this effort is clearly one to bring together electric vehicle technology with so many other important technologies that are going to transform personal transportation. And whether you're talking about automated parking systems and increased driver assistance that's going to eventually lead to self-driving cars, or real-time data and information and traffic and navigation guidance that's going to make everyone's life easier. I mean, I think what I saw was at BICV having extremely capable and accurate navigation systems based on the satellites that are rotating above, and the ability to navigate the really complex roadways and interchanges within Chinese cities. So there's just like one example of hundreds of 500 exhibitors there showing these kind of things and pulling all these elements of technology together in one location. That's really the big news here.
Yeah, Karl, talk a little bit more about this, because, you know, I've done some interviews with people talking about smart cities, and it seems this intelligent, connected NEVs is a central theme. And really, it's kind of chaotic when we drive now, but when you look at the future, it looks like everything's kind of falling into place where it'll be a lot more seamless.
Yeah, and you bring up a great point here, right? Like I've said for years that just the development of real-time technology and information streaming into the car was pretty transformational. Just the development of electric cars was transformational. Just the development of driver assist systems that are starting to reduce accidents and could eventually lead to self-driving cars. Any one of those three things would have been transformational in the auto industry. They're all going on simultaneously. They're all happening at the same time. You know, and so we're seeing this expo focused on this wide spectrum of elements that make up the technology that's going to transform our personal transportation. I mean, any one of them would have been a huge deal, and there's 3 or 4 topics here and lots of elements within each of those topics that are on display and are going to be huge.
Yeah, Karl, I think the last time I was in China, they were talking about 5G and AI, cloud computing. All of this all comes together in a sense. Those two are also big topics that are getting a lot of attraction at this event as well, right?
Yeah, exactly. The ability to keep all this information in some area like a cloud and make it really accessible, quickly, easily accessible. And then again, like you keep saying, having all the cars talking to each other. And don't forget too, that they're not just doing this for the Chinese market or the country, they're doing it globally. They've got Latin countries there, they've got Indian countries there from India and all. They're gonna make a system, or the desire to make a system that's globally effective, so that any of the smart driving technologies can be tapped into as opposed to just in one region of the planet.
Karl, thanks so much. I guess we just need a little bit more charging stations out there. Appreciate your thoughts on all of this. Great to visit with you. Thanks again.
Thank you.